Hello, KGG here. I'm going to do an overview of the VH S13. Did the lower seat mod in here, cut the Cadillac converter bump out, got a bucket seat in. Looks nice, fits nice, feels good. On to the VH. Did a 1994 VH from JDM company in California. Bought a wiring specialties harness just to make it easy, nice and plug and play. I didn't buy headers, as you can see. I'm using the stock headers. On this side, I basically just turned this last runner into the third runner for the manifold. And that way the steering column, you can see right there, has room, goes underneath of it. Fits pretty nicely. Still pretty tight to the frame rail. I used excessive engine mounts. You can actually kind of see it down there if it'll focus. There it goes. Excessive engine mounts, excessive trans mounts, excessive alternator bracket there, so it tightens it up to the block. That way it'll fit in the frame rail as well, because it is also pretty tight. And I'm using a KA power steering pump on that side. That way it'll fit into the block as well. So there's quite a bit of room right there. Fits pretty nicely. Using a SR radiator. Works out pretty good. It flows a little bit better than the KA one. That way keep the temps down. On this side of the headers, I basically cut all of the headers tighter. Let me see if I can get in there. You can see the weld and then the next weld. I cut all the headers all the way across, all four, and cut about an inch out of it. That way it hugs up to the block itself tighter. That way it'll fit in the frame rail, and you can tell it's still super tight. Super tight all the way down. But it fits, and it works, and I don't have to buy a set of $500 headers, basically. I'm also using Excessive's adapter plate that goes to the VG-NA trans with an XTD clutch and a one-piece drive shaft. Don't mind my head too much. This swap is basically about what doesn't fit, cut it. So the intake sits up a little bit higher, so I cut this a couple inches. You can actually see it probably. Yep, through there. And then where the factory thermostat housing is, it pops up on the front of the engine, sticks up through the hood too, so just cut a little flap for it. Made it pretty easy. I'm in the rear end, I'm using a Q45 rear diff, the 354 rear diff with 350Z axles. And then I'm using the S13 front cover plate basically to make it work in here. And I got an exhaust going, 2.5 inch all the way out. Y pipe, you can probably see it up there. To 2.5 inch out. Try and keep it simple, straight pipe. Got a Walboro 255 in here. Keep the fuel pressure up. Should have no issues. I believe that's pretty much it. Pretty solid rig. It slides, gets down pretty well. I also did I'm thinking about it. I did extended lower control arms in the front. You can see, kind of see one side of the weld there. And extended tie rods. And then rack relocation. It'd be kind of hard to see right now, but also did that. That way I can get some nice angle out of it, and chopped and modded knuckles as well. Makes it a little bit funner. But yeah, other than that, any comments, questions, or anything, leave them down below. Have a good Sunday.